really think about what you want, and maybe not think in your head, but in your heart.
Don't wait. I mean, you don't, so two things. You don't have to find what you want to do for the next 10 or 15 years. Just pick something you like and try it out. Do an internship, but really don't think about your career post-CC when you're a senior. Don't wait until you're there. Start early, get an internship, and start thinking about things before they're due. So at the end of the day, CC is going to end, and nobody's going to come by and offer you a job. You need to work at it. And I know that us as alumni are available to support you in that path. But you need to be the one. The onus is on you to take the initiative, and don't wait until the last minute. Sophomore year, you can get an internship. Junior year, you can get an internship, and senior year, start early. Don't wait until April to start applying for jobs.
Don't feel pigeonholed into doing something that is directly related to your academic study. Kind of as you learn at a liberal arts school, pull from all of the different areas of your life that make you happy, and go from there. See if you can figure out a path that uses all of your talents and ideas of what builds success or what builds a happy life, and work from there. Sometimes that's definitely related to what you study, and other times it's related to your extracurricular activities, or the people that you surrounded yourself with, or a speaker that inspired you. There's a lot to pull from.
Work hard, and not for the sake of working, but for the sake of learning. It really is. It's such an incredible time to get out, to try new things, to really roll up your sleeves. And the only way you do that is, believe it or not, asking for more work than you're giving a lot of times. Even in a career like investment banking, which I was working around the clock, a lot of times I would ask for more work, and some people thought that was crazy. But the reason is because if you want to iterate and figure out things that you like, it means you need to get your hands on a lot of different things. And so when you're asking to you're working on one project and it's taking so much of your time, but if you ask for more work, people respect it, and then at the same time you're getting your hands onto something else.
Not to stress about it too much, and to work on projects outside of your immediate job that you really are interested in, because that's how you meet people. And when you do good work for free, hopefully you can support yourself some other way. But if you're doing good work that you love for free and you really care about it, those people that you're working with can help you usually get a job in that field.
So I went broad. I think I contacted upwards of 300 alumni that were in finance. So I went broad. I kind of told my story a little bit better, as opposed to like vaguely saying that I wanted to get into investment banking. I kind of explained why. And then through the process, I diligently so I tracked the 300 people, and I diligently followed up. So this wasn't like I applied and then 3 weeks later had interviews. This was a process of I went into JP Morgan, and 6 months later started looking for a new job, and it took me 12 months of sending an email, and then 3 weeks later sending that person an email again. Anytime I had a new update.
I actually chose my grad school because I participated in the January half block trip to India through the Community Service Center. And an alum from a couple years ahead of me helped train us for the trip. He works in the renewable energy sector in hydropower and solar power. So I got to know him really well during my training for that trip, and kept in touch with him. And he actually suggested the University of Massachusetts to me because of their strong program in wind energy. So if it weren't for that CC alum, I would have never looked at UMass, which I think is so cool that my path to grad school was so guided by my connections to CC.
Reach out to a lot of people as opposed to just reaching out to a few. Think, and be resourceful. Think about who you know on LinkedIn and see who they know, and just be able to reach out to people you don't know and play the numbers.
While you may not know anything about an industry or about a field, people still have a faith in you that you can pick it up and you can learn it, and they can yes, have trust in you to make things happen. And so I'd say that's the number one skill above all to have.
I think sometimes we think, oh my God, I have to like crunch down and just do something I don't want to do. Sometimes we'll take a job. You know, I worked in a restaurant for a long time. I loved working in restaurants. It helped me do what I wanted to do, which is make theater. And I ran a gym for a while. And so it's possible. Just there's so many possibilities of what a Colorado College education can give us.
Take the leap, try something new, take risks, figure out what you like, and because when you do, you'll know that you really like it. It's a different feeling than when you're doing something that you don't enjoy. And I think that if one thing that everyone at CC has in common is that they really want to do something they like, and that is probably the most important thing about your career search.